Welcome to In the Kitchen with Just Keep Rowling. I'm Katie.
I'm Ellen.
And today on this episode, we're going to be making a roast chicken and veggie meal that was inspired by one of the main dishes in Harry Potter's first Hogwarts Feast.
This one is pretty easy since all we have to do is prep the ingredients and roast them for the appropriate amount of time. Since the chicken takes the longest, that's where we're going to start. And I have a tray all set up. I lined it with foil, and it is covered in chicken legs and wings because I like the dark meat. So what we're going to do is start by adding some onion on top to get a little extra flavor. And I'm just going to cut these into some rings to throw on top. Get that little extra skin off there. One more, I think. And then I'm just going to break them into the little ringlets. You want to help me do that? Mm-hmm. And put them right on top of my chickens. Oh man, why did you have to bring up Dobby?
He was such a good elf. He was a free elf.
Free elf. That is a potent onion. All right, so now that I've got the onions on there, this is just a garlic and herb blend mix that I'm going to sprinkle on top. I'm still crying over here. That onion is ridiculous. Should have worn goggles. And I just did about 2 tablespoons of it. You could use whatever seasonings you want.
But you can't go wrong with
You can't go wrong. I'm still crying over here, guys. And then just some salt, pepper. We're going to get plenty of juices from roasting this, but I am going to do a little drizzle of olive oil. So the oven is preheated to 425, and we need to roast this for about 40 to 45 minutes. So I'm going to put this in, and then we'll get started on the veggies. So our veggies for this meal are going to be carrots and potatoes. And I bought the most adorable little baby potatoes. I love the multicolored ones too because it just adds a little extra color to the dish. I already halved a bunch of them, but I just wanted to do the last few prep on here. So I'm just going to cut them in half and put them in the bowl.
Mm-hmm. And while Ellen is doing that, I am going to go ahead and cut up a carrot. I've done most of the prep on this one, but we are quartering these carrots. So hopefully they won't take as long to cook.
Fingers crossed, because we're getting hungry.
Carrots tend to have a longer cook time, but we're hoping because we're making them thinner, that'll cut that down a little bit.
So now that I have all of the potatoes cut, I'm going to drizzle some olive oil in the bowl. Give it a little rattle. Shaky, shaky. And then I'm going to salt and pepper it.
And I am going to do the same with the carrots. Because you can't go wrong with olive oil and salt and pepper. You just can't.
Simple and delicious.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you just want to bring out the natural flavors of the food.
So we have these 2 cooking trays prepped. My husband actually got me these for Christmas. They're called prepped cheat sheets. And it's really nice because these silicone liners just pop out. So if you needed to do different things on the same tray, like if they cooked for different times, you could do one on one tray and then move over to the other. But they also work really well just as regular liners, so you don't have to wash as much. And I'm just going to spread the potatoes out there.
And they're nonstick.
And they're nonstick, which is awesome. Perfect.
Beautiful.
So we're going to...
I love all the colors.
I know, isn't it great?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be roasting these for about 20 minutes to start and hope that because they're thinner and smaller, that should be good. But we will be checking them at that point to see if they need more. I love the fact that these fit side by side. They're just so awesome. And I'm also going to rotate the chicken, which is starting to cook up nicely and smell really good. But my oven has a tendency to cook unevenly, so we're just going to do a rotate since we're about halfway through. So we've got everything in the oven. We're going to leave it for about 20 more minutes or so. Then we'll check to see that everything's cooked, and if it is, we are going to feast. Food's done!
Oh my god, this looks and smells so delicious. Let's eat.
Yes, let's.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us in the kitchen with Just Keep Rolling. If you haven't already, check out our podcast of the same name. You can find us on any podcasting platform.
And if you decide to make one of our recipes, please take a picture of it and send it to us either on Facebook at JKR Podcast or Instagram or Twitter at Just Keep Rolling.
You can help us create more content and get extra perks like Just Keep Rolling swag, patron-only Facebook groups and chats, bonus content, and more by supporting us as a patron on patreon.com/justkeeprolling.
Any support you can give is greatly appreciated. Thanks for joining us. We hope you see us again. I'm Katie.
I'm Ellen.
And until the next time,
Just keep rolling. Thank you so much. No, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna say first.
You want to cut again?
No, just keep rolling.
Okay.
Oh, you did the thing.